Tell me about your show, Moody with Isabella. It's on Live from America TV. Is that on censored or is that a different network?
So that's a LFA Live from America is its own network. I'm gonna move close to my microphone. I don't know why I'm a mile away. I do a daily show for an hour, Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. And it's basically, I just go over the news and just whatever I want to talk about, but it's great. It's like actually the only uncensored network ever. Like literally one of the other show hosts literally said the N-word, hard R. And my boss was like, great show. Like we can
Wow,
say
sounds
whatever
like
we want.
compound media. Yeah.
Yeah, no, isn't it
Free speech.
beautiful to be able to say what you actually want to say? And then, yes, I also do a weekly show on Gavin McGinnis's platform, Censor.tv, where I show my street interviews and I react to them. So I do that weekly as well. So, yeah, running my mouth way
Awesome.
too much.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. I'm so psyched to hear that you're so busy. I saw that you interviewed James O'Keefe recently. Was that for your Live from America show? Or was
Yes,
that for
yes.
okay.
James, yeah. Yep. Luckily, James is a really good friend of mine, and I've been keeping in contact with him ever since this insane thing that happened at Project Veritas, which still just blows my mind because I don't spend a lot of time with people in the conservative movement, but I have spent some time with the Project Veritas squad, and I know a lot of the people that betrayed him pretty well, and it's just completely shocking to me still. These people are evil, mentally ill, literally calling Trump supporters Antifa and stuff. Like they're actually going crazy online. Like these people, I don't know how they tricked all of us, but they did. But yeah, James was nice enough to give me some time for an interview because he is a busy man. He's always busy, but especially right now. But yeah, interviewed him and he's great. He's a real one. He's a real one.
And I am completely on the outside. Like I could definitely I mean, just with my very basic understanding of what happened, it sounds like uh basically Project Veritas, like it sounds like everybody betrayed him. Like at one point they were like, "Oh, you're taking too many black cars or you're
So
what like
racist.
spending too much." All cars matter. Like
Yeah,
what you're spending
seriously.
too much of the company's money. Like even without looking into it very deeply, I was like, "Oh, this really looks like a setup," because he just had this big Pfizer expose come out and
Yeah, a
that was
week after
very
the
hot.
Pfizer. A week
Yeah.
after Pfizer. And what's funny is so Project Veritas, prior to this incident, every single story that they ever released, you saw the video of the person admitting to it and you heard their voice admitting to it. This was the first expose that they did with zero video or audio evidence. These were just written allegations. So that tells you all
Wow.
that you need to know. And they even post ousting James O'Keefe had tried to smear the Pfizer employee that actually was brave enough to be the whistleblower for Pfizer. That her name's Debbie. She's a really sweet girl who reached out to James and they, without her permission, were publishing materials of hers that she said that they couldn't, calling her stupid and trying to defame her. So these are the type of people that, James even suspects. He's like, I don't know for sure, but it came right after a week after the Pfizer story. That's very interessante.
Did you how much of Project Veritas, and of course you like don't have to name names, but like how much of the company do you feel like was working against him? Or to me it just seemed like they were like obviously compromised because you like look at how much money Pfizer has and you're like, oh, it would be pretty easy, I feel like, for them. And I'm not like claiming this is what happened, but a company like that would be very easy for them to pay people off because they don't like bad press. Um, but you figure everyone, when they think of Project Veritas, they think of James O'Keefe. So I was so shocked because I'm like, because I met him once at the Minds event that I hosted last June, and I was like, again, I'm like, I was very impressed by him. He's so dynamic. He's an ass kicker. He's a boss. Like he's just got such a great presence, and he's truly a leader. And I was just so shocked to see him. Like, how many people do you feel like were kind of in on this?
Well, I would say everyone still working at Project Veritas is culpable. They're
Yeah.
evil. They were convinced to do something evil. And there's like 16 people that signed the letter, but it's funny because the two ringleaders didn't sign the letter themselves. The memo which listed all the grievances against them because they're both a bunch of cuck beta males. But yeah, the two people that were the ringleaders were Matthew Tierman and Gavin Elwes, who I know them pretty well. Gavin was actually attacking me on Twitter for no reason, even though James took some of the people from the NYYRC and myself like sailing one time, and Gavin was on the sailboat, and he was so
Maybe
nice.
he's an Iggy Azalea fan. Maybe that's why he got triggered.
Maybe he also, yeah. I mean, who knows? He also compared Trump supporters to Antifa terrorists, like just weird stuff like that. The people that are very pro DeSantis within Project Veritas were the ones that were kind of ousting James, which is very interesting. It's like the DeSimps. And Matthew Tierman, I actually always knew was a snake. He also would always be super nice to my face, but would talk crap about me behind my back. He's also shorter than me, and I'm 5'0". So
Oof.
not really
That's
shorter than
tough.
me, but like pretty much.
It's tough to be a vertically challenged man in this day and age.
I
You
know,
know,
I know, I know.
that's,
There's
you
bad
got to make
people
up
in there.
for it. You got to make up for it with your personality and going to the gym and try to make some money, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But how was your sense of how James is doing now? Did anybody like leave the company to go work with him? Like how did his transition go?
Yeah, so now the people he has around him are really the core ride or dies. R.C. Maxwell, who was his press secretary at Project Veritas, who's a close friend of ours, he left with him, and he's like the black guy you'll see in the videos, like with his new O'Keefe Media Group. He's great. He's always stuck by James's side, and James is actually doing really great. And we agreed that this was weeding out the snakes around him. And he actually always had this vision for more of a grassroots journalism, shipping cameras out to people across the country. And this actually pushed him in the direction of actually fulfilling that, which Project Veritas was kind of holding him back in a way. So in a way, this is only better for him, he thinks, and it's enabling him to do even better. And honestly, the people at Project Veritas are probably seething because they're begging people to keep donating to them. No one trusts them anymore. I haven't seen anyone support Project Veritas. Like everyone's been on James O'Keefe's
Trust
side.
really
Yeah,
is
so
gone, and I would get regular mailings from them and, like, not a ton of money, but, like, was like, of course, you wanna support them because it's him, and
yeah.
with him gone, I'm like, I don't even there's no face there, like, I don't even know who the money's going to.
Right, exactly. So, and he's running this differently. So Project Veritas was a 501c3, which means that there's a board that can oust him, which is precisely what happened. And now this is like a company. People can sponsor camera equipment that can be sent to people to do this journalism, but there's no board that can attack him. And this is just what happens on boards. Like, I started an animal rescue farm with my mom years ago. I'm no longer a part of it because, shocker, but my online persona probably doesn't sit well with
Aw.
vegans. I know, it's
Oh,
a
right.
shocking thing. But her board tried to overtake her too. These people just think that they can run your company better, even though someone like my mom or James built these companies from the ground up. And I believe James O'Keefe started Project Veritas 14 years ago, built it from the ground up. His mentor was Andrew Breitbart. And it's just evil. And I think, I'm not a huge karma person, but I really do think that they're going to have what's coming to them because no one trusts them anymore. And I always say, so I've seen some people say, well, they're exposing school boards still. But if you couldn't trust what they said about James O'Keefe, you can't trust anything coming out of their mouths. And I've talked to James O'Keefe and I've talked to RC, and you cannot trust these people for sure.
Their karma is coming very soon, Chrissy. I have inside info within the next couple of days.
What? To who?
I can't release anything else. I'm under contract.
I can't release anything else. I'm just gonna be a voice lurking in the background.
This could be clickbait, Chrissy.
Right. No, we're not here to do that. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Love you, get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.